Namaste, beautiful yogis. Today's sequence is going to be beginner level power vinyasa yoga class suitable for beginners and intermediate beginners. Let's begin at the front edge of our mat. Bring your feet parallel to each other. Let's bring the shoulders up and back and down, dropping the shoulder blades back into the back, opening the space between the collarbones wide, lifting through the crown of the head. The chin is parallel to the floor. Extend your tailbone down and pull your belly in, taking a nice deep inhalation through the nose and establishing a deeper connection with your core. Let's lift the toes off the mat, lifting the arches of the feet off the mat. Exhale, drop the toes back down, but keep the arches lifted. Let's lift the kneecaps up. And let's bring the hands over the heart. Close your eyes and focus on your breath for a couple of moments. Taking nice deep inhalations through the nose and slowly exhaling through the nose. Big breath in through the nose. Slowly exhaling through the nose. And one more time, big breath in. And slowly exhale. You can open your eyes and bring your hands all the way over your head. Relax the shoulders down. Allow your feet to sink into the mat, pressing into the outer and inner edges of your feet. And look up. Lift. Lengthen. Keeping the tailbone tucked under, going to a mild back extension, reaching a little further back. Great, and let's exhale the hands behind the head. You can interlace the fingers. Press your elbows back in one plane with your ears and look up. Open the elbows back. Feel the chest lifting up towards the sky. Finding a lot of length in throughout the back. As if you're trying to lift through your heart up towards the ceiling. And come out of this, back to center, and exhale your hands by your side. Let's roll the shoulders. Draw a few circles with the shoulders. Back and forward. And back to center. Inhale the hands over the head. Exhale, bend your knees and come halfway down, keeping the back flat. Let's straighten the right leg. Keep the left knee bent and reach up with your right hand all the way up, as if the hands are reaching away from each other. Opening the chest, widening the back. Lengthening here through the crown of the head, pressing that right hip back. And let's reach with the right hand up and over the head. Palm of the hand facing down. And release down. Switching sides, bending the right knee. Lift over and lengthen your torso. Keeping the left hip back, reaching over towards the front of the room. Exhale. Coming into a forward bend. Let's bring the wrists around the elbows and just allow your body to be heavy here, hanging heavy. You can bend the knees and rest your torso or your rib cage on your leg, and just look over to your right and to the left, making sure there is no tension in your neck, softening the mouth, softening the tongue, softening the jaw, softening the eyes, softening the gaze. And let's bring the hands on the shin bones. Inhale, you can straighten your legs and look ahead of you. Pull the belly in. Bend the knees, bring the hands on the floor, and step all the way back into plank. Spread the fingers as wide open as you can and press into the thumb and press into the index finger. Take plank pose. If you can't hold plank, bring your knees on the floor and hold plank here, still tucking the tailbone under. Open the chest, drop the heart between the shoulders. Tuck the shoulder blades back into the back. And slowly lower down, Chaturanga. Elbows are in by the rib cage. Looking up. Great. Lower all the way onto your belly. And let's keep the hands underneath the shoulders. Elbows in. Look up. Exhale down, knees on the floor. We're gonna press into a Chaturanga. Plank on the knees, and let's take the toes under and press back into downward facing dog. And you can walk in place here, stretching one hamstring, one leg at a time. And come back into a neutral downward facing dog, making sure that your fingers are wide open, pressing into your mat. Shoulders away from the ears, lifting through the tailbone. If your heels are off the floor, that's fine. Keep your back straight. If your back is not straight, bend your knees and straighten your back. Pressing the tailbone as high as you can. Great, let's take the right leg up towards the ceiling. Look in front of you and step your right foot between your hands. Here, you can just step the foot to as far as you can and bring your foot between your hands with your right hand. Press the back heel away from you. Look ahead of you. Flat back. Come up. High lunge. And let's bring the left hand on the floor. Spin your right arm up. And let's bring the right hand towards the front of the room, pressing the right hip back. Turn the right palm down. Great. Bring both hands on the floor and lower the left knee on the floor. Right knee over the right ankle. Bring your hands over your knee and look up. You can stay here or you can reach up. And exhale. Both hands on the floor. Here we're gonna lift the left knee off the floor. Step the right leg back. Bring the knees on the floor. Lower down, Chaturanga. Lower down all the way onto your mat. Inhale. Cobra. Elbows in. Keep them bent. shoulders down. Exhale down. Take your toes under. Chaturanga and going back into downward facing dog. And let's take the left leg up towards the ceiling. Look between your hands. Bring your left foot between your hands. Press the back heel away from you. Straighten your back. Drop the shoulders down. Reach in front of you. And come all the way up. Pressing into that back heel. So that this is going to help you with your balance. Let's bring the right hand on the floor and spin your left arm up. Pressing that left hip back, reach over your head, look towards your palm, towards your hand. The palm of the hand is facing down. Bring both hands on the floor, lower the back heel down, and if you need to, you're gonna walk your back heel further back so that your left knee is over the left ankle. And let's bring the hands over the knee. Look up. Either stay here, or if this is comfortable, you can reach up, you can clasp, and even reach back. And exhale, both hands on the floor. Stepping back. Plank. Let's hold plank. So we're gonna drop the chest between the shoulders. Bring the shoulders away from the ears. Pull the belly in. Extend the tailbone down. Press the heels away from you. Lifting the kneecaps. Squeezing the inner thighs towards each other. If you need to rest, you can have your knees on the floor and at the same time pull the belly in. See if you can lower the chaturanga and all the way onto your mat. Hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, hands down. Forehead to the floor. Let's take the toes under and press all the way back into child's pose. Palms of the hands facing each other. Look ahead of you. Come up. Take plank one more time. And this time we're gonna step the right foot in and back. Left foot in, look ahead of you, and back. And let's go for 10 of those. If you can do 10, do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step it back. Lower down onto your knees. Chaturanga. And all the way into your belly. Inhale, elbows in. Upward dog. Or cobra. Exhale. And press all the way back into child's pose. Inhale, look ahead of you. Come up. Bring your right forearm on the floor. Let's bring the right shoulder right above the elbow. And from here, you're gonna bring the outer edge of the right foot on the floor. Step your left foot in front of you and reach up. Hips are on top of each other and lift it. And breathe. and reach over your head. And lower down, and we're gonna come into plank. You can bring the knees on the floor, switch sides. Outer edge of the left foot on the floor. Step your right foot in front of you. Hips are on top of each other, lift. And reach over your head. And lower your right forearm on the floor, left forearm straightens, look ahead of you. They're shoulder width apart. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can bring your knees on the floor and sit back, child's pose. Inhale, look ahead of you. Come up. Tuck your toes under. Straighten your legs. Downward facing dog. Coming back to your breath. Inhale the right leg up. Look ahead of you. Step your right foot between your hands. Press the back heel away from you. Flat back. Inhale, come up. High lunge. Let's bring the hands over the heart. Lengthen through the crown of your head and bring the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. If you can't do this, keep your left hand on the floor and reach with your right hand up. Otherwise, stay in this twist, which is a lot deeper. Helps you to go a little deeper in the twist, helps with weight loss and detox. Exhale, soften your belly and open your chest. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Great, look down. Bring both hands on either side of your foot, and we're gonna keep our gaze a couple of inches in front of the right foot and come up to standing, bringing the knee into the nose and stepping it back. So focus on your balance. Let's do this 3 times. 1, 2, pull the belly in. 3, squeeze your belly in. And this time, you're gonna step your foot on the floor and exhale in forward bend. Let's bring the hands down on the floor or on the shin bones. Inhale, look ahead of you. Big breath in. Come all the way up to standing. And let's bring the hands over the heart. Big breath in. Lift over your head. Arch. Look up. Exhale. Forward bend. Inhale, look ahead of you. And step into plank. Spread the fingers open, drop the chest between the shoulders, pull the belly in, extend the tailbone down. Press the heels away from you. Bring your knees on the floor, open the knees out, and sit back onto your heels. Inhale, look ahead of you, come up, plank, and this time we're gonna step the feet somewhere behind each hand, and we're gonna go for 10 of those. 1, bringing the knee into the triceps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop the knees on the floor. Sit back, child's pose. Let your hands and wrists rest. Inhale, look ahead of you. Come up. Tuck your toes under and press back into downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Step the left foot between your hands. Press the back heel away from you. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Come up to high lunge. Let's bring the hands over the heart. And here we're gonna lengthen to the crown of the head and press the back heel away from us. There is a real elongation in the spine. Keep that length. And as you keep the elongation in your spine, you're gonna turn and bring the right elbow on the outside of the left knee, using the leverage of the elbow to open the chest here and drop the shoulders down. Big breath in. And as you exhale, go a little deeper. Look down, bring both hands on the floor, and we're going to keep our gaze a few inches in front of our left foot and bring the right foot into the nose. 1, step it all the way back. 2, step it back. 3, hold, pull the belly in, step the foot on the floor at the front of your mat. Exhale, forward bend. Let's bring the hands on the floor. Walk your feet a little wider than hip width apart. You're gonna point the toes out and come into a squat. If you can come all the way into a squat, you're gonna have your heels off the floor and you're gonna be holding the floor in front of you for balance. If you can, hold here. If you can, bring your hands in prayer and press your elbows on the inside of the knees to open them. Hold here and breathe. We're stretching 3 joints here, 3 pairs of joints, ankles, knees, and hips. This is great for the lower back, so if you can hold it for another breath, stay here. Great. Let's bring the hands on the floor. Straighten the legs coming up to standing, forward bend. And let's bring the hands on the floor, stepping back into plank. Spread the fingers wide open. And this time we're gonna bring the right knee towards the left elbow and then the left knee towards the right elbow for 10. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And press back into downward facing dog. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Wrap your wrists around your elbows. Hang here. Let's bring the hands on the floor in front of us. We're going to prepare for crow. So you're going to spread the fingers as wide open as you can. You're going to press into the space between the index finger and the thumb, really pressing it down. Elbows are shoulder width apart. Don't flare them out. Keep your elbows in. Come onto the tippy toes. Bring your knees somewhere on your triceps. For complete beginners, you can keep your knees on mid triceps. If you can do crow, keep them high and look ahead of you. You're really trying to come forward where the balance between the upper and the lower body is. So you're tilting forward, your chest is up and the legs are coming off the floor, the feet are coming off the floor. Maybe one is lifting, the other may be tapping on the floor, and then switching, and then the other tapping on the floor. And if you can lift them both and squeeze them in towards each other and towards your body, hold and release and stretch. And let's bring the knees on the floor. So from crow, let's cross the feet, bring your legs in front of you, sit, and here you can use a strap to wrap around your feet if you can reach your feet, or you can grab your shin bones. Let's inhale the hands over the head, exhale folding forward, and either grabbing your feet, grabbing your ankles, grabbing your calves, or holding a strap and keeping the back straight. You can inhale, lift, and exhale, fold deeper. And you can go a little deeper. Flex your feet and pull the toes back in. And release. Inhale, come up. Bend your right leg. Bring your right foot in towards you. Lift. Left hand comes up towards the ceiling. Exhale. Grab your leg and look back. Big breath in here. Exhale completely. And as you inhale, come forward. Bring the right foot inside the left inner thigh. You can use your strap. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Grab your foot with your strap or with your hands and fold. Inhale, come up, hands all the way over the head. Exhale, hands on the floor. Extending the right leg, bend the left knee. Inhale, right hand up. Grab your leg, bringing the left hand behind you, drop the shoulders, look back. Inhale, come up. Reach all the way over your head. Exhale, hands on the floor, straighten your legs. And so we're gonna come into seated. Round the back, reach towards your feet, and slowly lower yourself down all the way onto your back. Let's bring the feet hip width apart. Lift your toes off the floor. The feet are hip width apart and the toes are pointing, the feet are pointing forward. Bring your elbows on the floor. Lift your hands up towards the ceiling, palms of the hands facing each other. Outer edges of the shoulders dropping down onto the floor to open the chest. And here you're gonna press the feet down and lift your hips as high as you can. Keep your toes lifted and keep pressing into those shoulders down, bringing the chest into the chin. And slowly lower down one vertebra at a time. And let's bring the knees into the chest. And let's bring the hands behind the head. Lift your chest off the floor, elbows down. And we're gonna extend the left leg. And bring the left elbow towards the right knee and hold. Squeeze your belly in. Switch. Hold. Squeeze your belly in. And switch. And switch. Really squeeze your elbow as close to your knee as you can and keep your chest open. Lift from your belly. Don't try to fold forward and pull on your neck. And switch. Keep the neck happy. And switch. And we're gonna bring the knees together and hands are reaching forward. Press your lower back into the back, your belly in. And you can straighten your legs either completely and lower them down, or you can keep them slightly bent depending on if you're able to keep the lower back down, pressing into the floor. So if you can press your lower back, you can experiment and straighten the legs and see. The moment your lower back comes off of the floor, then you want to stay there. You don't want to go any further. And pull the belly in, so don't allow your belly to pop out. Hold this. And release. And let's extend the left leg on the floor. Bring your right knee across and look towards your right hand. Inhale. Come up. Switch. Exhale. And bring your left knee over to your right. Look over to your left. Keep both shoulders on the floor. And slowly come out of this. You can extend your legs on the floor. Bring your arms out to your sides. The palms of the hands facing up. Drop the shoulders on the floor, allowing the outer edges of your shoulders to drop down towards the floor, opening the chest. Soften your belly. Soften your toes and fingers. Slowly Begin to draw your attention from the external to your breath, allowing your breath to become the central focus of this moment, observing your breath in and out. And every time you notice that your attention is drifting, just come back to observing your breath. Allow your thoughts to just flow like a stream on the back of your mind, but at the core of your focus, be aware. Focus on your breath. Feel your body becoming heavier, as if you're sinking through the floor. And with each inhalation, feel your chest opening and your heart expanding. With each exhalation, feel your body softening, becoming heavier, letting go of tension, letting go of pain, letting go of tightness, stiffness. And allow yourself to stay here for as long as you need to. Letting everything around you go. And letting yourself just be without having to do anything, but just being. Embodying fluidity, lightness. Namaste.